Christmas, y'all, and Happy New Year! My name is Dr. Film, and yes, I'm qualified to have that name. Before we get started, you should know that this review will contain some spoilers from the movie, but I will try my best not to spoil too much. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe for movie reviews and more. So with all that said and done, let's begin the review.
The characters.
The first thing we have to talk about is Detective Blanc, played once again by Daniel Craig. It is so good to see him again in this sequel. He is the same funny, charming, and greatest detective that we all know and cherish. Not only do we love seeing him solving this new case, but we also get to see a little more of his background. It's not much, but it's nice to know a little more about this character than we did in the first film. You can tell that Daniel Craig is enjoying himself just by playing this character. And it shows.
Any questions?
Wait, what are we wearing?
What do you want?
No, nothing. I just thought maybe there was a prize or something. An iPad or
As for our new characters, aka our murder suspects, they were pretty great in this film. You gotta give it to each and one of these actors for bringing their A game to the set, especially Andy Brand, played by Janelle Monáe. I don't want to reveal any spoilers, but let's just say this character isn't just a murder suspect. She is literally a standout throughout the whole movie. Heck, I can say that she is one of my favorite characters next to Marta Cabrera.
I love ya!
Although there were some characters in this movie that I thought were less interesting and less developed. Like this character Lionel, for instance. All that you know about him is that he's a scientist that works for Miles Braun. And he's a jerk like the rest of them, and that's pretty much it, really. And we also got Peg, played by Jessica Henwick, who I thought was just an extra number in this movie. All that we know about her is that she's an assistant to Birdie. Yeah, I just get the feeling that her character is only there to be a murder suspect. Come on, you guys! Jessica Henwick deserves better!
Humor and mystery.
Now, the humor was no doubt utilized well in this movie. The jokes were hilarious, and the interactions between our characters can be comical sometimes. Such as this scene.
Really, Duke?
Oh my God!
Really?
There was no reason for him to do that. He was just... Now, I know there are some elements in the humor that may be exaggerated, but the humor is not too ridiculous to the point where you don't take this film seriously. And as for the murder mystery, the mystery was complex, engaging, and just when you think you know where this mystery is heading towards, you would find yourself 2 steps backwards, and you would think to yourself, whoa, how did I not see this? It's like the title of this movie. You see, you may peel one layer of onion off, but there's always going to be another layer to it. And the more layers you peel off, the more deeper you go into the center of the whole murder mystery. And then you realize, dang, this isn't your typical whodunit story. This is a whole new territory here. Man, onions, they're so...
They stink?
Yes. No.
Oh, they make you cry?
No!
Oh, you leave them out in the sun, they get all brown, start sprouting little white hairs.
No! I just said it had layers. Let's move on.
The story.
Now, as you've already expected, this story in this film is completely different than the first film. You would be invested, you would be keen to learn more about the characters surrounding Detective Blanc, and you would be so interested to know how the story is going to end. Although, I do have some concerns about the story. For one, there was this flashback sequence during the second act of the movie, kinda similar to the one in Knives Out. Except in this one, it was a bit longer, and honestly, there were times where I got a little bored, but not too bored. I don't know if it was the pacing or how much information they were giving us, but something about it just didn't sit right with me. And lastly, even though I said the story is completely different from the first film, there are some similar beats that connects it to the first film. For instance, you got 2 business partners having a dispute. Then you have a group of rich people hanging on to a person who practically gives them money. And to top it off, you have the wealthier characters completely ignoring the help. Starting to see what I mean here? Overall, my friends, I had the most fun with this movie. Even though it does have some of its flaws and issues, I still thought it was worth the watch. and even though it's not as great as Knives Out, it still brought something fresh, new, and creative to the table. In fact, just looking back at it now, it makes me want to watch the movie again and see what kind of hidden messages and clues that I should look out for next. To sum up, this was a fun movie. Not exactly a great movie, but good. If you haven't gotten the chance to see it, you can watch it on Netflix. With all that said, I give Glass Onion an 8 out of 10. Well guys, that's the end of my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, and please follow me on Instagram at Dr. Phil Morances for updates on my channel. And you can follow me on TikTok for funny videos and trailer reactions. And as always, I will see you guys in the new year of 2023. Happy New Year, everybody! Peace.